Hey guys, Astro Prime here and welcome to the very first episode of our Let's Play of Monster Hunter Rise demo. So it's gonna be a really short Let's Play, it's like a mini series kind of thing, where we'll be hunting the 4 available monsters in Monster Hunter Rise demo. And of course, those of us who watched the digital event know that Magnamalo is gonna be available in the demo tomorrow, I think, at the point of this recording. So let's head into the Great Izuchi quest first. Now this first episode we are going to be hunting both the Arzuros and the Great Izuchi. And we'll be hunting it with the heavy bowgun. I did start the demo by playing, or when I first downloaded the demo, I did want to use the charge blade, but subsequently I realized that I enjoyed being a gunner so much in WoW. I'm just gonna give it a try. I'm gonna suck badly, guys. Just a heads up. I've always been a keyboard and mouse guy. I grew up playing on the PC, so I've never been exposed to a lot of console gaming and especially controllers. So I am perfectly aware that I can't aim worth shit with a controller. So if I miss any shots or I do any dumb thing, just take it as it's part of the show lah. Yeah. Alright, so let's head off to our Arzuros first. We'll hunt the Arzuros first and then we'll end with the Great Izuchi. Yeah, the other reason why I'm doing this is also because I wanted to cover the first 4 monsters before we hunt the Magnamalo, which will be dropping, like I said, tomorrow. It might be a stream, so for those of you who are subscribed to the channel, do take a look. We usually stream in the evenings, but I'm not sure yet whether or not Bastovian and ZM will have the time. I hope they do, because I really want to hunt the Magnamalo with them. Alright, so we have the Arzuros right here. Let's kind of bonk it a bit. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and see if we can land a stun on him, which we need to get that on his face, which that was terrible. Alright, so as I was saying, so hold on, let me see if we can wait for him to turn. What? Alright, let's get out of there. Dodge that. Yeah, that popped him. Man, he doesn't want to do his like on the ground. I'm not gonna I don't think I'm gonna land shots on his head really easily. Hey, I did. Could beans. Alright, so let's get the cluster up. Alright, so as I was saying, I started off with the charge blade at first. But then when I tried the heavy bowgun in the demo, I realized that, my god, they gave the heavy bowgun so much love in this game. So let me just see if I can show you guys what the heavy bowgun can do. Besides getting hit, the timing was just terrible. Alright, so the heavy bowgun in this game is phenomenal, man. Because so they gave the heavy bowgun a fantastic mobility in the form of the wire bug. So as you can see, I can use my wire bug and it's gonna launch me really far. The other thing the heavy bowgun can do now is the heavy bowgun can now sidestep. So as you can see, I'm sidestepping, and as long as I have stamina, I can sidestep as many times as I want. Oh, by the way, and what I just showed you is on top of the fact that the heavy bowgun can still block, like what I just did. The heavy bowgun can still do his big boy roll. And last but not least, the heavy bowgun has this. Oops, that was a fail. Okay, no, it did not fail. So that was a counter move. So the heavy bowgun can counter as well. Okay, let's just ride him first before I share with you guys my impressions of the heavy bowgun, which, if you guys can't tell by now, I'm a huge fan of. My god. Alright, so let's bonk him. Regain footing. Bonk him, regain footing, and bonk him a 3rd time. Alright, so yeah, you guys just saw that the heavy bowgun has like 5 different forms of like mobility and counters, and on top of that, you still have all the things you love about it. You still have Wyvern Heart, you still have clusters, you still have sticky. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know, man. Someone at Capcom really like the heavy bowgun. And oh, by the way, one last thing the heavy bowgun now can do, aside from that, you can now charge your shots. As you can see, I'm charging 3 levels of charge, and based on the level of charge, your shot does more damage. Alright, let's get out of there. Yeah, so as you can see, the heavy bowgun has so much mobility now. It can sidestep, it can do his big boy roll, it can do the wire bug dodge, it can counter, it can equip a shield, and now it can charge its shots. By the way, it charges you can charge every single bullet type except for cluster, I think, so far. So I don't know, when I started using the heavy bowgun in demo, I was absolutely blown away, guys. Like the heavy bowgun is a monster. Like absolute monster. So yeah, I mean, honestly, after I played it in a demo, I realized that, you know, I can, oops, shucks, I thought that was an attack, like he's gonna charge. Yeah, but the moment I played it in the demo, I was totally sold. I was like, forget the charge blade. I'm just gonna be a gunner. I'm just gonna force myself to learn how to like aim. Alright, so let's just pelt the Arzuros with some fire bullets. If I recall, Arzuros is weak against fire. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I hunted this bad boy. Ah, shucks. Okay. So the one thing that you need to learn about that move, or rather the counter move, is that you should never counter attacks that are multi-hit. So the reason is because the counter blocks a single attack, and then subsequently you are in this animation where you charge your counter shot. In that animation you can be hit. So for example, for monsters with like multiple hit attacks, no point countering, just dodge out of the way. Wait, what? Come on! Let's get out of there. Alright, let's just pelt it with fire, man. Oh, there we go. Alright, so that's the Arzuros slain. Yeah, I mean, Arzuros is basically... Oh, wait, why am I carving? I'm not playing the actual game. Arzuros is basically exactly how you remember him to be. So, I mean, he has a few new moves, which is pretty cool. But yeah, he's basically the Arzuros you remembered. Alright, let's hop over to the Great Izuchi now. Now, this guy is fantastic. Honestly, I think the design and the mechanics of the Great Izuchi is a wonderful thing they did. Fantastic addition. The idea of having like little minions that attacks together with it. You know, I really wonder, because it's confirmed that some of the old great monsters are back. Like for example, Great Baggy, Great Roggy are all going to be back. So I really wonder whether Capcom is going to design them so that their minions are going to be attacking in unison as well, because that's going to be really cool. So the thing about the Great Izuchi is that he always fights with two little minions by his side, and they do attack in unison. So you're going to notice that when he does some attacks, the minions will also attack together. Yeah, as you can see, so he did the claw thing and his minions are doing the claws as well. There we go. So as you can see, I got hit. I didn't get hit by him, but I got hit by the minion. There we go, let's just block that. Yeah, so I think it's really interesting what they did, and I really wonder if they're gonna do it for like Great Baggy and Great Roggy as well, like all the other little like mini raptor mons. Okay, let's 1, 2 counter. Let's do that. 189 boys. Like the counter move is so strong. Alright, so let's ride it. Take it for a ride to the walls. Let's bonk it. Let's bonk it on this wall here. Regain. And let's bonk it right here. Alright. And that means we can also charge our Wyvern shot. Or rather, Wyvern heart. Alright. Let's give it hell. Oh, why is that a weird thingy? I don't know what that thing is. Alright, so face broke. Turning him into a pincushion. There we go. Alright, so the Great Izuchi, okay, so aside from the fact that he attacks with his minions, other than that, the Great Izuchi is really basic, so we're probably going to be expecting the Great Izuchi to be like a beginner monster, one of the first few monsters that new hunters will hunt in Kamura, which I think is still wonderful because he's just a really interesting monster. Let's block that. Yeah, so as you can see, like, honestly, the heavy bowgun is such a lazy weapon now, honestly. You have 3 different forms. Oh wow, that was... Why did that not block? Not sure. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, let's block that. Yeah, so there's so much mobility with the heavy bowgun right now. And even if you do not want to use mobility, you can still equip a shield. And yeah, you have so much stuff. Good like that, bit. There we go. Wait, am I hitting? Oh, I'm not hitting. I'm an idiot. Alright, so I think I feel like he's almost done actually. He should be dying soon. Or at the very least he should be tired soon. Doesn't look very happy. There we go! Right in the head. Alright. So that was the Great Izuchi and the Arzuros. Like I said, I'm a really big fan of the Great Izuchi. It's a wonderfully designed monster. In terms of both the design and just the gameplay. Like, you know, it has a little like shuriken kind of dagger tail kind of thing which he uses a lot. Wonderful design. Yeah, so yeah, overall, I mean, like I said, I decided to use the heavy bowgun because it is such a great weapon, man, and I can't wait to main it in Monster Hunter Rise. I really can't wait to see how the switch skills and the wire bug moves, play into the kit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Our next hunt is gonna be with the Rathian, and we will end off with the Mizutsune hunt. So hope you guys enjoy it and stick around, and I'll see you guys next time.